one shot. You only get one shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And up next is Darius Slay, who's had quarterbacks numbers all season, coming down with 7 picks. It's the Eagles and the Commanders on Monday Night Prime Time.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight we polish off Week 10 with a good Monday night matchup between the Washington Commanders and the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at the Eagles. They've got to be thinking, hey, we've got a good chance to be successful here running the football.
No doubt about that, because that has to be their mindset. It should be their mindset. This is one of the better rushing offenses in the league, and they're squaring off against a team that's not at all strong on the other side of the ball. So this could be one where we see this offense try to impose their will through the trenches, and in fact, they should.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
As you and I both know, one reason teams sprint plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play 1 there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
They'll be in great position here to start.
They just did there.
On the first play.
First play, picking up the fumble. The natural inclination is to attack, go after them big. Sometimes what you just want to do is put the ball in the hands of one of your best players in one of their favorite plays and establish your dominance that way.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. And the Commanders are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. We know that the rookie's going to go to a top target like that often. That time, though, maybe a little telegraphed.
And that's not unusual because you do tend to lock in on one of your better players, and when under duress, when in doubt, you're going to throw the ball in his direction because oftentimes you could be wrong, but that receiver will make you right. But it won't happen every time. Good defenders know this, and they get attracted to the football.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And some room to maneuver. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Back to throw here. And he finds McLaurin. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 20-yard line. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing it Terry McLaurin's way again, and he's got it. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal from the 3. They'll drop to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Gibson again. And this time he'll lose yardage as the defense now giving him any room to operate. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
But when the ball snapped from the 3 down near the goal line, I think in days gone by we thought many teams would run the football, but on 3rd down in today's game, I expect them to throw it. A little counterintuitive there. They tried to run it, instead spilled for a loss.
Sly able to put this one through, and the Commanders get out to a 3-0 lead. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves. I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They'll set up to throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Palardy. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
The numbers for McLaurin a week ago. 8 catches, 112 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And that will be incomplete.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner. And that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. Back deep for Philadelphia, Devontae Smith. This is taken at the 18. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group. And sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact, and in his mind just screamed, out of my way, and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. He'll drop to throw. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles are able to answer the early 3 points and take a 1st quarter lead. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, what, 3-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's back to even is a big deal.
On to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Washington offense back out there. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening?
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. They wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And they're just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And this is going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. He's had his interception woes early in his rookie season, but sometimes that happens. There are great examples of guys in the past that have had those same struggles early.
You are so correct, and what the team and organization is hoping, we're going to see these woes now, but later when we're helping him with his Hall of Fame speech, we'll remember his rookie year and how things began.
So here are the Eagles to take over. They were losers a week ago to the Texans, but they're on top right now as they start this drive out 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They're going to look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. The Eagles at 7-1 now on the year. And they coming off their very first loss of the season, suffered a week ago.
So now we can all take that chasing the 1972 Dolphins, take it and throw it right out the window, right? But let's face it, not many teams talk about that or even have interest in it. All they want to do right now is bounce back after that loss.
2nd and 9 now. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line.
It's 39. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10
at the 40. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
And yet again, it's McLaurin. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
Back to throw now on first down.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. They'll start on the ground here on first down.
That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Second and 6. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. They'll look to throw here. This will be caught by Brown. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. That's one of those interceptions watching from up here that quarterback wide receiver just looked a little out of sync.
They did look a little out of sync, and yeah, they're going to examine that when they get to the sidelines, and they'll talk about it throughout next week when they watch the tape. But the guy who's going to be there for him, really in his ear, is his center, because that's a special relationship for a rookie quarterback. Your center handles your line calls. He gets everyone in the proper position to block. He'll be the first guy back to pick you up after you've been knocked down, and that's the guy you watch the extra film with and try and learn the league.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
They'll set up the screen for Gibson.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47.
Back to Gibson, and another catch for him.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to 2.
Washington now going to use
down line at the 34 here on third down. Back to throw again. Flush to his, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football.
The Eagles offense is going to take over late in this first half. And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking left sideline, it's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Set to go again. Here's Brian Robinson, the Commander offense.
They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try to loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up.
The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts.
They'll look to throw now on first down as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. They'll set up a throw.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw here. Thomas brings it in. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 42. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. And they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. Next, we head out to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Washington. And despite the fact that they're looking up at a double-digit deficit at halftime, they were able to move the football through the air in those first two quarters. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin this third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
The throw over the middle taken in. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Palardy now on to punt as he sends this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Now back to throw.
Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Washington.
So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
2nd and 3. Complete, it's Dotson.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
First down.
They'll look to throw. pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's a gain of 34. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be brought down to the back line.
Complete to Curtis Samuel. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Washington.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, look at Thomas wide open.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
The coverage was terrific downfield because he had to check down to the tight end. But that means the pressure on the quarterback wasn't very good. He had a long time to survey the field, didn't he?
Able to buy himself some time in the pocket, hit the safety valve. Again, he'll drop to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up in.
I'm letting up today, partner, because they force up on the board.
Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now.
He hit his first, this one from 38.
Sly able to put this one through.
And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now.
So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within 1 score.
It certainly does because now they stay within shouting distance. So that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he fires one incomplete.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a
He'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 2nd and 9 now. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Here's Michael Palardy now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Throw right side complete to Dotson.
He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we play 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
They'll run with Gibson.
And they're going to get the first down here as he's up to the 14.
These two teams have met earlier in the season in Philly with the Eagles winning that ball game. So they're trying to win here in Philadelphia to capture the season series. Now we got whistles before the snap. Looked like one of the Commanders jumped.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. He'll drop to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
And the Eagles are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
He has been interception prone here in his rookie season. How patient can they be with him?
That is the key question, isn't it? A lot of it depends on the head coach, what type of defense you have, and just a general understanding of the makeup of him. But the bottom line is you posed a great question. Are they at the stage where they've run out of patience and now they get to demand production? Or do you continue to stay with him this way?
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49.
They'll pass there over the middle to start things out.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
2nd down and 3.
And now they'll run it here off tackle. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
And that's the type of run that you'll live with. In this game, he's had a good number of carries. He's just been unable to really break off anything substantial.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Second and 2. This is caught. It's Brown.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They'll look to throw here. This will be caught at about the 5. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Back to throw again. Touchdown! A.J. Brown from 3 yards out. And the Eagles look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. So the drive there took 6 plays,
and it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now, a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlines. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Able to connect with Dotson.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. He's got a man. Complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 35.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life.
That's out to the flat for Gibson.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10.
They'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride. Complete.
Touchdown, Washington.
Curtis Samuel from 10 yards out.
And the Commanders get a bit closer. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a one-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for one here. And it's good, so that will get them back within one score. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards.
And it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown. Devontae Smith now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
And out come the Eagles. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Second and 6. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt, and now a chance to tie the game on this possession.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And he's going to drop this one down to Gibson.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
First down, Washington.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
Complete, it's Dotson.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
So it's Commanders football as we get back to it.
They come up on a 1st and 4 here on what could be their final drive.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they're going to get this play, but he could not pull it in.
He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Got his target, Samuel.
And he will be taken down, but it's a big play and a conversion for Washington on 4th down.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. This is caught. Now the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And this is caught. He's got it for a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, it's all going to come down to a 2-point conversion.
We'll break down the touchdown later. It's 2-point conversion time. Go to your script, pick your play, and go for it.
Listen to this crowd now. Their guys need a stop on this 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
So the inability there to get the 2-point conversion sort of leaves the door at least a little bit more ajar.
And puts the onus now on the kickoff team and the defense to make sure they don't give up a big play that puts them in position to lose.
Especially on this kickoff. Got to be careful. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play.
Oh, and I think Washington got it. Yes, they did. And it looks like, yes, the Commanders have it. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence they're going to put more points up on the board.
And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
Oh, that heart has to be pounding inside the chest of Joey Slye.
This from 51 yards for the win. And this one is right down the middle. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So they tried to ice him there, but it's fair to say it did not have the intended effect.
And I've known kickers that take it as an affront. And there he says, you think you're going to rattle me? Think again.
So as it turns out, a 2-play drive resulting in the field goal. Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us, because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So for the Commanders,
it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, it's just their second loss so far to go along with their 7 wins. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts.